Are you part of the 59% of Americans who are living paycheck to paycheck? Do you feel like the rat race is killing you to the point where you need to use your credit cards and go into debt just to supplement your lifestyle? Well, I think there's a lot of reasons why we're all broke, but I think it's time for guys like me to give it to you straight so then you can know exactly what to do to make sure you're not so damn broke. Hello, I'm Armando. I'm your friendly neighborhood Toastmaster, and I welcome you to Gentlemen of Action, the channel that covers finance, business, self-improvement, and other topics on how to be a man that gets stuff done. And this is video number 1 of my Why We Are Broke series, where I cover the many reasons why we are failing at this financial game of life. And today I want to cover what is commonly known as the tax on people who are bad at math, aka the lottery. Now, I know I may sound like a big hater on the lottery, but full disclosure, I do occasionally play a scratch-off here and there. And just to clarify, this is not a video as a criticism towards the lottery. The lottery is a legal activity that other people seem to value, so you know what? Go ahead and play. I don't mind if people want to go ahead and play it. That's on them. But what this video is a criticism on is the consumer behavior of prioritizing playing Lotto over, let's say, doing other activities that can help enrich us, such as investing or reading. And it's these consumer behaviors that's keeping us broke. So here are the numbers. Based off the United States Census, the Bureau of Labor Statistics, lendedu.com, and various news outlets, in 2017, a total of $72 billion was spent on lottery tickets. Now that's 72 billion, billions with a B. And this means that for every one American, an average of $220 was spent on the lottery. Now, assuming that we want to make this measure into households, and most households have more than 2 adults in it, we're going to roughly assume that for every one American household, a total of $500 plus was spent to play the lottery. And to me, that's a lot of money. So the odds of winning the Powerball jackpot is approximately 1 in 292 million, which is a lot better than what the Mega Millions are giving you, which is about 1 in 302 million. But seriously, these odds are terrible. I mean, these are not exactly smart bets. So with such terrible odds, why do so many people play the lottery? The real answer is because there is a lack of financial education. But apparently, saying this is now considered politically incorrect. And sure, in order to make sure that I stay PC, I can quote endless studies, analyze our psychological behaviors and our impulses in order to find deep-seated reasons why we do the things that we do. Or I could be a very practical person and just state the obvious, which is that there is a complete lack of knowledge about how money works, aka financial literacy. Hey, do you remember that time in high school when we were taught about finances? Yeah, me neither, because I don't think it actually happened. I don't think any of us were ever taught any knowledge about how money works. And unfortunately, in my family, we never really emphasized financial literacy. I actually learned about money in the same fashion that everybody else did, which was, as I call, the hard way. And it was a more expensive way to learn, by making a lot of mistakes. But now that I have a lot more knowledge about how money works, I can say that there's a lot better ways to spend those extra $220 that don't involve the lottery. Here's a few examples. Let's say you were to save the $240 a year for about 20 years. After those 20 years, you would have a total of $4,400 in your savings account. Now, saving $4,400 is a lot better than spending $4,400 on lottery, because most likely you would lose all $4,400 when you play the lottery. Now, rather than just outright saving it, let's say that you were to instead take those $220 a year and then put it into an investment portfolio, where you were to make a modest but realistic 7% return on your money per year. Instead of having a total of $4,400, you will now have an ending balance of approximately $9,019.01. Now, in case you're wondering, Armando, how did that money basically double? Well, it's because of something called compound interest. And I'm going to cover compound interest in another video sometime in the future. But basically, for the purposes of this video and to make it a little easy, it's basically saying that you will earn interest on your interest as well as your principal, which means money. Now, I know what you're thinking. $9,000? That's it? Come on, Armando, that's chump change. I don't get out of bed for $9,000. I'm trying to be a millionaire. $9,000 does not equate a million. And you know what? That's true. When you compare $9,000 to hundreds of millions of dollars that can be obtained from a $1 lotto ticket, I'm pretty sure there is no comparison to which one has the bigger intrigue and allure. But I gotta let you know, once again, that the chances of winning that lotto jackpot is 1 in 292 million. It's not exactly a good odd, even though it'd be pretty damn awesome if you did win a lotto with a $1 lotto ticket. It's probably not going to happen. So maybe you will not become a millionaire by investing only $220 in 20 years, but you would become a millionaire by investing that much in 85 years. Now, if you were to double that amount to $440 a year, it would take you 75 years to become a millionaire. And if you were to triple it to 660, it would take you 69 years to become a millionaire. And if you were to quadruple it to 880 a year, it would take you 65 years to become a millionaire. Hopefully you're starting to see that the more that you invest or contribute, the faster your money grows. Now let's say that you want to be even more ambitious, and instead of investing only $220 a year, you want to invest $220 a month. So assuming the same return on investment of 7%, after 20 years, you would have an ending balance of $111,658, and you would become a millionaire after approximately 48 years. And if you don't believe me, check out the description below on all the investment calculators that I used to come up with all these facts and figures. Another important statistic is that only about 1 in every 5 Americans reads for leisure. Now, the average American spends about $25 a year on books. But imagine how much better we would be off as a nation if we were to spend the same amount in books as we do for lotto tickets. Now, I know you're probably thinking, the reason why we don't buy that many books is because we Americans are lazy and we don't take any pride in educating ourselves. And before you start going ahead and saying that, I do want to bring up that based off of the best available information that I can find, it seems like it's not an exclusive American problem. It seems that most advanced nations seem to read at comparable levels to us, which amounts to approximately 10 minutes a day, which, last time I checked, 10 minutes a day doesn't seem like all that much. Here are my solutions. Number 1, hit that subscribe button because you need to get your money right. Number 2, start reading a little bit more for leisure as well as to expand your financial literacy. A few books I normally recommend for this are Rich Dad, Poor Dad, as well as The Richest Man in Babylon. And number 3, look into investing your money as opposed to spending it on frivolous things. Now, I do use a lot of apps when it comes to my finances and investments. So I'm going to link them in the description below so then you can look to start your investment journey. Now, I do got to let you know, full disclosure, that it does help the channel when you use my links because they are affiliate links. But fortunately, it's at no additional cost to you, and usually you get a sweet reward or bonus when you use them to sign up. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that I provided you with some value today. I do look to make a lot more of these videos about why we are broke and what you should be doing about it. Also, if you want to be part of the content creation process, feel free to leave me a comment with a business or improvement topic that you would like to be discussed on this channel. Also, if you like what I do around here, please leave me a like and a subscribe, as well as check out the description on more ways to support me and my crazy dreams, as well as the sources for everything I present today. Also, when you exit the rat race and you become a mega millionaire, make sure that you do it with gentleman style.